Preparing, that's a good sign. Yay, we're live on YouTube. Hey everybody, Tara Bachland here with Alberto Carbo.
Hello.
And we're hard at work on our brand new site at the Matthew Wood Institute of Herbalism, and we're so excited. We can't tell you what's coming yet, but we're really excited to tell you about it coming very soon. And we've been working on a series of podcasts to help you if you're a blossoming herbalist or someone who's aspiring, or maybe you're someone who's like, what does it even mean to be an herbalist? I was totally there. I was actually apprenticing with an herbalist and didn't even know, like what to call her. So if you're in any of those boats, we're welcome to join us for our upcoming podcast. Soon be doing more on this series. And yeah, Alberto, instead of me just talking the whole time, do you have a few things to add?
Absolutely. Yeah. Join us. There are some videos on YouTube already about becoming an herbalist, where Tara interviews different herbalists who are on faculty at the Matthew Institute of Herbalism. So make sure to check those out if you haven't already. But yeah, stay tuned because we have great tools and information on how to become an herbalist and what the steps essentially that you need to follow to if that's the path that you want to go down. And it's really helpful because for me, when I was starting out, knowing I wanted to be an herbalist, I really didn't know how to get there, and it was difficult to find information that that would help influence my decisions towards that goal. So they say being informed or educated is the best tool you can have. So we're hoping to help as many people as possible to be as informed as possible when starting out on the herbalist path.
Very well put. Yeah, just last week we talked about how to become a certified herbalist, which is kind of a misnomer, and we go into that, of course, in the class in the video. But it's a common question, right? How do you become certified? Because of course we want to be the best that we can be, and especially offering services or even simply, and I say simply, but it's still very important, serving our family and friends. We want to do and be the best that we can be. And so certification often helps us to feel reassured that we have learned well, we have learned properly, we have the skills to apply this knowledge and do so safely because we're dealing with people's health and well-being, of course. And so we go into, of course, at the Matthew Wood Institute of Herbalism, we offer certificates, we have certificate programs, and very soon with our new site, we'll have many more options there, which you'll be super pleased with. And we're really excited to share with you about that very soon. So check out the Matthew Wood Institute of Herbalism on YouTube. Also go to the Matthew Wood Institute of Herbalism.com. We have an amazing set of really beautiful Materia Medica cards. And if you're like me, who didn't know what the heck does Materia Medica mean, it actually means these cards, by the way, are pictures of the herbs. There's 52 herbs and the important parts of the plants that you'll want to know, whether it's the flower or the stem or the leaf or the root. And each plant has its own special parts that you'll want to know and pay attention to. And so you'll get a close-up, you'll get a good picture of which parts to pay attention to, maybe at different stages of growth, of course, how big they are, where to find them. They are classified and ordered by how Matthew teaches, how he learned how to learn the herbs, but also how to be able to find them. You ever wondered, like, going on an herb hunt can really feel like a herb hunt unless you know the clues, unless you know the areas to look for these herbs. So certain herbs might be more of a swampy or a wetland herb. Some may be woodland, or some may be desert, and then you might have to just travel. But it'll help you know where to look as well when you get into those stages of going hunting for those herbs. And then also part of Materia Medica primarily is what are the properties of the herbs? So what are the energetics? What are they helpful for? What part of the body do they help? What part do you use in making the medicine? And so they're just full of that information. And if you love Matthew's books, they have the latest information, the most updated information from Matthew's books, or even information that's not in those books, because once a book is written, it's kind of set in stone until you make a revision. So these are like the most updated version of the books as well.
Yeah, and they're beautiful, and they're great because you can play with them. A lot of times Studying is a serious thing and we take it seriously, of course. But sometimes we learn the most or we remember the most when we play. And if if you print these cards out, you can test yourself. You can get friends to test you on certain plants, and slowly but surely you'll I've noticed, when I play with different ways of learning, that all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I remembered all of that. I didn't think I could, but there it is. And so yeah, and kids love them. So if you have kids or nephews or little kids in your life, they absolutely love them, and it's a great way to get them to play with the herbs, despite maybe the cold and not going outside too much in the winter.
Great point. Yes. And I forgot to mention at the beginning, they're available for free download. That was part of the big, hey, this is great news. So at the Matthew Wood Institute of Herbalism on the homepage, just scroll down and you'll see where you can download the beautiful, beautiful Materia Medica cards. They're also correlated with our year one program. So you'll get a glimpse into what is included in the year one program.
Yeah, awesome. Have fun.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon. We'll come back with some more. And always feel free to reach out to us. Leave a comment. What would you like to learn about? What do you have a question about? And you can also reach us at hello@woodherbs.com.